Hello and welcome to the Southeast Idaho Weather Hazard Briefing for Monday, November 25th, over the week of Thanksgiving. We'll start out here with a satellite image. Just to interpret this a little bit for you, this white and blue area is the area of cloudiness over us this morning. This is the first of a couple of storms that we'll be seeing this week. This one is definitely the weaker of the two. This monstrosity out here will by Tuesday night be at the Oregon coast, and then we'll move inland. And this thing here will give us large amounts of snow. We're looking at some places in the Central Idaho Mountains probably getting a foot. So just to give you an idea, and of course lower amounts below that. And this is a cold storm. Temperatures, once this gets here, will struggle to get above freezing anywhere in central or eastern Idaho. So let's take a look though at the first day. So during the day, these are the snowfall amounts from this low pressure system that's moving in. So you can see it's actually pretty light at most of the road elevations. You can see the Galena Summit area, maybe that's 2 to 3 inches up there at the most. Some of the other passes, especially down here in the southeastern highlands as well, will be getting 1 to 3 inches of snow. But it doesn't mean that we'll get away scot-free in the Snake River Plain. We do have less than an inch accumulation basically from Blackfoot southward and eastward all the way over to Burley. A lot of the areas out here where there's zero, they're actually getting some rain, and that might actually also filter into Burley and Malta, and even as far to the north and east as Pocatello. That is because the temperatures will be warming up, and there should be at least a rain-snow mix for a lot of those places, especially at Burley. I don't think the snow is going to hang around much at all, and here you can see why. Here are the temperatures expected today. 38 degrees in Pocatello, 37 in Burley. So again, it's going to have a hard time, with at least mixing with some snow or with some rain. But the further up in elevation you go, the more likely it's going to stick around. The other thing to watch out for is the winds. Fortunately, most of the winds are down here in the southwest corner of the area we forecast for. And so they'll be in the warmest sector where you're going to get a lot of partial melting and potentially very sticky snow that refreezes. So it may not have much of an impact in terms of producing blowing snow and drifting snow. Here you can see what happens in the afternoon, or I should say the evening hours tonight. Dies down a little bit and then makes a recovery during the late night hours, once again increasing. So some of the highways through here may then have some blowing snow issues. However, the snowfall is tapering off during the overnight hours. You can see here still less than an inch, in some places getting nothing. For instance, like Pocatello. Stanley Basin actually getting nothing. Some of the hills there getting, you can see a tenth to an inch or so. And then the southeast corner in the Bear Lake Basin also getting some, but otherwise pretty light. So we do get a break starting Monday night. It lasts into Tuesday and Tuesday night, where there's considerably less snowfall that's coming. Overnight lows for tonight, you can see they are starting to fall off. Lots of single digits here in the Central Idaho Mountains, and even in some portions of the eastern highlands. Okay, so Tuesday during the day, continued light snow. Again, in the Snake River Plain, we're not expecting anything, even rainfall at this point. Temperatures will still be struggling. See, they're dropping off even colder than what today's will be. And the winds during the morning hours still kind of breezy to windy in Cassia County, Minidoka, and the other counties down in that corner. And then overnight during the late night hours, it's going to pick up because the next storm is coming in for Wednesday. And this is the precursor. The winds shift out of the southeast and they start getting very strong. Here's the overnight lows for Wednesday morning. You can see it continues to turn a little bit colder. Some negative temperatures starting to show up in Central Idaho Mountains there at Copper Basin at 2 below zero. Okay, here's the outlook for Wednesday. You can see snow. You can see areas here, the hatched is heavy snow being possible. And we will say this at this point, it does look like we may be issuing, and I would expect the winter storm watches to go out this afternoon during the day today, and so you should be getting an update to your with our emails. So be prepared for that. And you can see snowfall amounts way up with this storm, 8 to 12 inches in Ketchum during this 12-hour period, 5 a.m. on Wednesday to 5 p.m. Pretty good snow over here, and when you combine that with what will be falling on Wednesday night, it'll be heavy snow basically all around this arch going through our northern areas, with the typical rain shadow at Chalice and into Lemhi County, where it's the only place you get heavy snow is basically in the mountains, not so much in the roads. But obviously pretty snowy conditions for Blaine County over into the Stanley Basin. Here, these are highs for Wednesday. You can see, again, struggling to get above freezing, although Pocatello, Burley, with that southerly wind, will be getting to 38 degrees. Don't be surprised if this occurs during the morning hours and it gets below freezing for the rest of Wednesday afternoon. During the overnight hours on Wednesday night, you can see continued, moderate to heavy snow here in Central Idaho Mountains and in the Island Park area, basically all the way from, Driggs, taking a curve around that corner in our northeast corner all the way over to DuBois. And a lot less snow the further south you go. And overnight lows for Wednesday night, you can see, again, still a lot of negative below zero temperatures, but they're still pretty limited to the northwest corner of our forecast area. And look out for the winds here. This is Wednesday morning. You can see it's pretty breezy to windy again in the southwest corner. And that continues into the afternoon. And here's the extended forecast if you want to pause this to take a deeper look at it. But really all it says is Thanksgiving Day, continued snow. Friday, continued snow. Saturday and Sunday, less snow, but those temperatures will continue to bottom out until Saturday, and then we start a warming trend. But bitter cold is the only way to put it, with temperatures of -8 to +6 for the Snake River Plain and South Central Highlands here on Saturday night. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us at this telephone number. Check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. If you have any comments or feedback for the content of the briefing, email our webmaster here. Thanks for watching.